Hey, my name's Charlie. I'm an active duty Air Force officer, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about my story, my experience with Mike, and how incredible it has been. Um, so I grew up a four-sport athlete. I played football, I wrestled, I played lacrosse, I was a power lifter all through high school, I wrestled in college. But what I learned through all of that time was basically that I could do anything I want as long as I work hard. I could out-train a bad diet, and I could cut the weight off by not eating and crash dieting and doing what I'd always done as a wrestler. After I graduated from the Air Force Academy and I continued forward into my journey in the active duty career, the physical fitness tests also included a waist measurement. And so to make that waist measurement, I continued to crash diet. But what I started discovering over time was that I would balloon up after those crash diets. At one point, I was over 290 pounds, and I had my last crash diet 5 months ago now was 8 weeks of a juice fast just to make my waist measurement. But another component of the fitness test is a 1.5 mile run, and doing a 1.5 miles as fast as you can after you haven't eaten for 8 weeks was brutal. I started getting really concerned about my health. Not to mention, I started really questioning whether or not I was even going to be able to make my waist measurement and my weight requirements on my next fitness test. I tried everything, but I'd always tried it myself because I thought I had this background that was going to allow me to do something magical that other people couldn't do, that I wasn't like everybody else, that I could achieve more by doing less, or that I didn't need a coach. I could just get it done. Man, I couldn't have been more wrong. So I did my homework. I'm a PhD student right now, and so I like doing my research. I like doing my homework. And so I looked up who's the best trainer in my area, who's the best trainer around, who's going to listen to me, who's getting results, and I found Mike. So I came to Mike, not quite at rock bottom, but on my way down because I was in the middle of a balloon from my 8-week juice fast, and I was ballooning up, and I knew that it was going to get bad. So I came to see Mike, and I was just completely open kimono with him. I was totally honest. Here's where I've been. Here's why I need to change it fast. I could lose my job. I could lose my pension. My wife is super unhappy. I'm unhappy. I've been going on this for a decade, thinking I can do it alone, and dude, I can't. I need help. Mike was super understanding. He was super receptive. He heard everything that I had to say, and then we had an honest conversation about where I was at. Over 40% body fat, really heavy, not looking good. And let me tell you, it's easy to look at yourself in the mirror when you've been a collegiate athlete and kid yourself into thinking that you're still who you used to be. Let me tell you right now, you're not. You are not who you used to be. And the faster that you have somebody helping you get where you want to be, the easier it is to come to grips with who you really are. And so I did that. I took my progress pictures for the first time ever. And let me tell you what, if you haven't taken progress pics, you need to, because that is an honest look at where you really are. Not just the you see in the mirror, but the you that everybody else sees when you're walking around. And Mike and I have been going at it now for 3 months, almost 3 months, just under 3 months. And the progress has been incredible. I've lost over 31 pounds in less than 3 months, almost entirely body fat, like less than a pound of muscle in all of that time, just straight body fat. This is the first XL shirt that I've bought in over a decade. I could finally shop at J. Crew instead of at the big and tall section. I took my kids swimming down at the fitness center for the first time in years. And my wife has been needing help taking the kids to the pool and taking the kids swimming. And I just wasn't confident enough to take my shirt off in public and take the kids into the pool, right? Like my life, not just the physical fitness test for the Air Force suffered, but the little stuff, like can you take your kids to the pool by taking off your shirt confidently? Those things suffer, and they matter, man. They matter more than you recognize to the people around you. And so here we are. I'm 12 weeks into a transformation that is going to last a lifetime. I'm certainly by no means finished with all of this, but I am absolutely a lifetime member of Evolve Culture. Mike completely understands where I've been and where I'm going. He is completely receptive to everything that I need changed, and when I need it changed, he's totally responsive, and the results speak for themselves. I'm doing great. I'm feeling great. My family's better off. My job is more secure. Everything's better. And all it took was me having an honest conversation with Mike about where I want to go. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with your coach. Be honest when you eat every week, how you're doing, how you're feeling. Be honest with yourself and be honest with your trainer. As soon as you open up, you're going to see results that you could have never imagined. So thanks for listening. This is my story. I really appreciate it. Cheers.